Isn't he cute though? Look at this little face. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited because today I'm doing my very first Q&A. I got so many more questions than I was expecting, so thank you guys so much to everyone who asked me a question and commented on my video. I was honestly expecting to get like 2 questions, so I really appreciate it. If you missed that video where I asked you guys to ask me questions, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that way if I do them in the future, you guys will be notified when I'm doing them. I'm going to try my best to answer as many as I possibly can. Just a warning, this is probably going to be a very long video, but also I do have a video. I did the 50 random facts about me tag a little while ago, so if I don't answer your question in this video or you just want to get to know me a little bit better, I will have that video linked. But anyways, let's jump right into the questions. I have that video pulled up on my phone so I can just read through them and answer them. So first of all, right off the bat, there was a few questions that I got a lot, so I'm just going to kind of collectively answer them all here before I start reading the specific questions you guys asked me. And the very first one that I got a lot is, what is your holy grail, like, favorite foundation? And it is the Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay Foundation. And then alternately someone asked me what my favorite would be if I couldn't choose Tarte, and I think I would have to say the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I really love that stuff. Second, a couple more questions that I got a lot were A, where do I live currently, and B, what am I doing for work now that I no longer work for Sephora? The reason I'm kind of lumping these two together is because I've decided that for the time being, I don't really want to specifically answer either of these. I do live in Western Canada, but I don't want to say what like province or city I live in at the moment. And for work, I'm fine talking about like my previous jobs, but I don't really want to go into like what I'm doing currently just because I am still so young and I'm still really figuring out what I want to do. So yeah, I hope you guys can respect that. I might talk about those things more in the future, but as of right now, I kind of want to keep those little parts of my life private. Alright, so let's jump into the specific questions. The first one is, as a fellow Canadian, what is your favorite part about living in Canada? First of all, I love when you guys tell me that you're Canadian too. It makes me really happy, but I am definitely very grateful to live in Canada. It's something that, like, as I'm getting older, I realize how lucky I am to live here and to have been born here. This is kind of weird, but the first thing that came to mind, I've been watching a lot of the US election coverage, and honestly, I'm really glad that in Canada we don't have to deal, at least not as much, with like crazy like gun laws and like worrying about like people having guns and stuff like that. And I don't mean to offend anyone if you love guns or anything, but that's just something that I'm personally grateful that I don't have to deal with here after watching all of the election coverage. Next question, your hair color is so pretty. Is that your natural hair color or did you dye it? First of all, thank you. My hair is dyed. Most recently, my hairstylist, she used Goldwell brand dyes on me. I have no idea what like numbers or colors or anything like that, and I know she did use at least 2 separate ones. That is a question I get a lot too. Next is, what is your favorite clothing store? How old are you and do you have any siblings? For favorite clothing store, this is really basic, but I think I have to say Victoria's Secret. I've just been like obsessed with Victoria's Secret lately, and it's like where I've been buying a lot of my clothes. How old are you? I am 21, and for the siblings question, I have one older brother. He's older than me by 4 years. Where did you and your boyfriend meet and how long have you been dating? Love your channel, fellow Canadian. Thank you once again. Me and my boyfriend met actually working together. I guess I can say it. We used to work at like a local pet store, and that is where we met. That was like both of our like first kind of job. And we have been dating for 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years this summer. A lot of you guys asked me like multiple questions in one comment, which is awesome. So the next one is, what's your holy grail foundation? Tarte once again. Would you ever dye your hair blonde and do you self-tan? I have actually been like every hair color under the sun pretty much, and I had blonde hair for at least a couple years, and I've done like natural blonde, platinum blonde, like the silver gray. I've had my hair literally every color. Would I go back to it? Probably not. I really like my dark hair, and my boyfriend really likes it as well. He doesn't like any other hair color on me. I really can't picture myself with blonde hair anymore either. Like, it looked okay when I had it, but I just can't picture it on myself anymore. And do you self-tan? No, I do not. I've only ever tried one self-tanning product, and it like did nothing and gave me an allergic reaction. So how do you feel about eyelash extensions? They are big where I live but seem scary. And also they asked what my favorite Netflix show to binge watch is. For eyelash extensions, I have actually wanted eyelash extensions for a really long time, and I've done a lot of research on them, but recently I found out that I probably wouldn't be a good candidate for them because I have such sensitive skin and eyes. I've read that a lot of people with sensitive skin have like reactions to the glue that they use to adhere them. So that really bummed me out because now I probably can't ever get them done. But I am considering getting my lashes permed and tinted, so they like give them like a semi-permanent curl and also tint them so they're darker as well. I've been considering that as an alternative, but it's expensive, so I don't really know. And for my favorite show to binge watch on Netflix, just like the rest of the general population, I'm watching Making a Murderer currently. I am like new to it. I was kind of late, and so I'm only on like episode 5, I think, but I have been watching that. And also the other most recent show that I've binge watched is Modern Family. It's not on Netflix, but it's on Show Me, which is like a Canadian version of Netflix, but it's not as good. But I've been watching Modern Family, and that show is so funny. It's literally just a show where like every line makes me laugh, and I'm totally caught up now. I watched all 6 seasons. For a show that's actually on Netflix though that I'd recommend, definitely American Horror Story. It's like one of my favorite shows. Or Weeds, or Dexter. Those are also both favorite shows of mine that you can watch on Netflix. How do you remain confident with adult acne? There's always the stigma of adult acne, whereas it is expected in teenagers. This one might be a bit personal, so no need to answer if you don't want, but how does your boyfriend feel about acne? Has he ever made you feel insecure around him without makeup? How I remain confident, I'm not like fully confident with my skin, I'm not going to lie. But makeup definitely helps me out, and of course you guys really help me out, and just putting myself out there with my like bare skin and my acne has really helped me to feel better about it. But it's still a work in progress for sure. And as for my boyfriend, he never makes me feel insecure at all. He is so sweet. He always tells me that I'm beautiful even when I'm not wearing makeup and everything. He's just never made me feel bad about it. If your significant other does make you feel bad about your acne or like point it out or anything like that, leave them, believe me, because I have had guys do that in the past, and it is so not cool. They are not worth your time if they do that, if they make you feel bad about your skin. 2 questions I'm going to kind of answer together because they are similar. First is, how did you get into makeup and when did you start wearing makeup? Now I might get some hate for this, but I started wearing makeup when I was very young. My mom worked in cosmetics. She worked for Estee Lauder before I was actually born, but I just kind of like grew up around makeup as a result of that, and it's just something I've always been very fascinated with and very passionate about. And I kind of started wearing a little bit of makeup when I was around like 11, which I know is so young, but I think at that age I would wear like a little bit of eyeliner and also mascara. Then when I was 12 for Christmas, my mom got me a MAC gift card, which I know you guys are probably like, 12 years old, that's so young to be wearing makeup. But I went to an arts-based school and I also looked older than I was, so it was just like normal. So then I started wearing like eyeshadow and more liner, and I also started wearing like powder foundations. And from there it just kind of grew, and I have just been obsessed with makeup ever since. Next couple of questions are, how did you start your YouTube channel and what inspired me to start my makeup channel? And you also said, by the way, this makeup is stunning, so thank you so much. I've been wearing this makeup in a lot of videos, and it's actually my everyday fall makeup routine, so I'll have that linked. And the only difference is I just added winged liner. But doing YouTube is something I have always really wanted to do. I've been watching beauty videos on YouTube since probably like 2010, so it's been a while, and I just always really wanted to start doing it. So one day I just decided to take the plunge and start, and it has been amazing. If you are someone who is wanting to start filming videos, definitely do it. It's so much fun. What are your favorite high-end and drugstore mascaras? My favorite high-end mascara is actually one that's like really hard to find now. They used to have it at Sephora, but it is a Korean brand, I believe, and it's called the Fairy Drop Scandal Queen Mascara. It is the best mascara ever. It's like everything I want. It gives length, it gives volume, it has fibers in it, it holds a curl. It's just like the best thing ever. I need to find somewhere I can order it because it's been like years since I've used it. And I honestly don't really have a favorite drugstore mascara. I haven't found any that have like really blown me away. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Do you ever travel into the US? I live in Washington State, and my husband and I have been wanting to visit Canada sometime. I've traveled to the States a couple times, but not very much. I've only been to Florida and then also Hawaii. Florida was just for like a couple days though, because I was taking a cruise from there, and that's where a lot of cruises dock from. My favorite place though in Canada, especially if you live in Washington because it's so close, is Vancouver Island. If you do travel to Canada, definitely go there. It's like one of my favorite places. My next question was, have you tried the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and would you recommend it for oily or acne prone skin? I think this is a question I got as well in another comment, but I can't remember. I haven't actually tried any of the Makeup Forever foundations really. I tried a sample of Matte Velvet and I just like really didn't like it. and I tried their original primers like forever ago, and I remember it broke me out, so I've always been kind of afraid to. I've never even tried the original HD foundation. So if that's something you guys want to see me test out, let me know. The next question is, have you ever tried birth control as a form of curing your acne? Don't worry, your question did not come across as rude. That's a totally fine question to ask. And the answer to that is yes, I have. Quite a few years ago, I think 3 years ago now, I was very seriously considering taking Accutane, and as kind of like a prerequisite to take Accutane, if you are a female, you have to be on birth control. And so my doctor said, like, yeah, we'll start you on birth control, and that really helps with some people's acne, so we'll kind of start that and then go from there. And then if I wanted to take Accutane, I would be able to. And taking birth control really cleared up my skin at first. I'm taking a less for any of you who are curious. It really helped for probably like the first year, and then it just, I don't know, that side effect kind of just wore off and I started breaking out again. And I'm like happy with the birth control I'm on, so I don't really want to switch and like mess around with that because it's working well for me. Next question is, have you ever traveled outside of Canada? If so, where all have you been, and what was your favorite place that you have traveled to? I have traveled outside of Canada more than I have traveled inside of Canada, which is kind of weird. It's sad, but I've literally never been like anywhere in Canada. I've been in 2 provinces, never anywhere in Eastern Canada like at all, which is just weird. I'm not going to list every single place that I've gone because I have been to 12 other countries, not including Canada. But I think my favorite place, I really liked the Bahamas. And I also really liked the Netherlands. I've been to Amsterdam and I loved it there. I love the architecture there and like the art culture and everything. And I loved how green it was, no pun intended. But I went there in the spring and the leaves were just really green and everything was just really nice. Like the weather was really nice too. What is the weirdest or most memorable thing that has happened to you in your workplace? So I have had some pretty interesting things happen to me at my work. I actually used to work at a wildlife rehabilitation center though. And one of the first things that came to mind was at one point we actually had a juvenile bald eagle, and I actually got to see it fly for the very first time and take its first flight. So that was really cool. I think that's pretty interesting in my opinion. That's probably weird to most people, but not to me. How tall are you? I am very short. I am 5'1.5" if you want to get technical, but I'm 5'1". What type of special gifts do you get as being Sephora VIB Rouge? Do you go to the exclusive Rouge events? For the gifts, honestly, nothing. Like, I haven't gotten like any like perks or anything since becoming VIB Rouge aside from like the discounts, and I don't typically go to the Rouge events. I've like worked at them working at Sephora, and it's just like a private shopping night. Like the store is like packed and like insane, and I don't know, there's nothing like super special about it in my opinion. If you could only use one brand of makeup for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Tarte, because they have so many products that I love, and I can do like a full face using just Tarte products and just like absolutely love everything. And also, what made you start on YouTube? Love your videos. Thank you. And just because, like I said, I've been watching videos for such a long time, and it just really inspired me to finally start making my own. What are your favorite makeup related channels on YouTube? I think my favorite YouTuber is ShanXO or Shannon. I also really like a YouTuber. Her name is Ali Sevdalis, and she's from Montreal, so she's a fellow Canadian. I think I really just like anyone who also vlogs as well. I think that makes people really interesting, getting to see their daily lives. What is your favorite color, and are you into planners? Once again, favorite color is green. For planners, no, I'm not. I honestly have like no life and I have nothing to plan. I do watch planner videos and I think they're so cute, like all the little like stickers and fancy things everyone has, but like honestly if I got a planner it would have like nothing in it because I'm very boring. This is really cool. Someone commented on this video and said they just came across my channel and that their name is Sari too, and they've never seen another Sari on YouTube, which is really cool. I really like my name. I like how unique it is, and like I said, it's pronounced Sari. I really want to know how you pronounce yours, if it's Sari or Sari, so let me know. Never ever meet anyone named Sari either, and I can't find it, but I think someone else asked me if I have any... Oh yeah, there it is. Do you have Finnish roots? Sari is a common name in Finland, but less so elsewhere. I'm not Finnish, at least not to my knowledge, but I think that's really cool. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years, I will be 26, which is insane. Hopefully, I will still be doing YouTube. I mostly just want to have a clear idea of what I'm going to do for my life work-wise by the time I'm 26. Hopefully that'll happen because that would be awesome. In 5 years too, me and James will definitely be married. I've been dating for 9 years by then, which is insane. But married, hopefully we'll have a house together. I also want to have a dog as well, hopefully sooner than 5 years though. Next questions are, what is your favorite movie? My top favorite movie is A Clockwork Orange. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have a lot. I have 9. I have mentioned them before. I have mostly exotic pets, and some of you guys have actually asked me to do a video like introducing my pets, so let me know if that's something you would want to see. But in the meantime, I thought I would give you guys a teaser. This is my little baby. This is my chinchilla. He's very unhappy because I woke him up to do this. But his name is Periwinkle. He's a Wilson White chinchilla, and he is very unhappy with me right now. If you had $1 million, what would you spend it on? I would probably do a lot of traveling, to be honest. I'd probably buy a lot of makeup too, I'm not gonna lie. Where have you traveled to? I already kind of covered that. And where would you like to go if you could? I really want to go to the Bahamas with my boyfriend and go back there. I also really want to go to like French Polynesia, like Bora Bora and places like that. And I'd love to go to more places in Europe as well. Where did you get your vanity from? I've been looking for one just like it. The main part of my vanity is just from IKEA. It's just a tabletop and then 2 sets of Alex drawers. And the mirror was custom made for me by my boyfriend. My camera's dying, so I probably won't get to do too many more, but the next one is, please could you do a review on the Dior Air Flash Foundation? Yes, that is one that is kind of at the top of my list to review sometime in the near future. I have a couple other foundations already planned to review, but that is definitely one at the top of my list. Next question is what products I would recommend to use with a derma roller. Derma rollers, they're creating little wounds on your skin, so you want to be sure to not use anything with any like active enzymes or exfoliants or things that could irritate your skin for sure. I do really like the actual Banish skincare, and I do recommend it, especially the serum. Yeah, just stick with definitely more natural products that don't have any heavy fragrances or active enzymes. Like I said, just kind of stick to like clean, natural skincare, and products with vitamin C will definitely help to speed up the kind of healing process. I'm just gonna answer a couple more. What are your New Year's resolutions? I'm not a big resolution person. I don't really like set resolutions. If I had to say something though, for a resolution, I would say that I really want to see my YouTube grow this year. I have big goals for my YouTube channel, and I really want to improve on my editing and everything like that. And you also asked, who is your celebrity crush? Evan Peters, for sure. I'm obsessed with him. And you said you met me on the Glam Life Guru app, and you're so happy for my success on YouTube, current and future, so thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. What is your favorite eyeshadow shade to complement my green eyes? I love any kind of like warm tone neutrals and even oranges. I get a lot of compliments when I wear orange makeup looks because they really make my eyes pop. Also rose gold and also purples as well. Definitely my favorite kind of colors to wear that really make my eyes stand out. Another person asked me if I have tried any Makeup Forever foundations. I already answered that, so let me know if you guys want to see me try them out. But yeah, that is actually all of the questions I'm going to be answering today because my camera battery is about to die and this video is probably going to be a million years long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun filming it. Once again, subscribe to my channel, so if I do future Q&As, you will know when I'm going to be doing them and you can ask questions as well. Very sorry if I didn't get to your question. Like I said, I got a lot more than I was expecting. And again, I will have my 50 random facts video linked down below if you want to check it out, because there are definitely some questions I didn't answer that I have answered in that video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you like Q&As, let me know if you want me to do more in the future. I will talk to all of you in my next video. Bye guys. It's like the Thirsty Mud mask, which smells like coconuts and heaven. It's amazing. Go smell it. The smell lingers on my face, so it's like what I smell as I'm going to bed. It's really nice.